Gentlemen, aging is a journey we all face, but for many men over 60, the signs of time hit harder than expected. It's not just about gray hair, creaky joints, or slowing down. It's the quiet, often deeply personal realization that your erections no longer respond with the vigor they once did. Research reveals a sobering truth. Nearly half of men past 60 quietly struggle with weaker, shorter, or even absent erections, and most suffer in silence, never sharing their concerns with anyone. This can feel like a loss of manhood, a blow to confidence, and a reminder of time passing. But here's the truth that changes everything. It's not always age itself stealing your strength. In many cases, it's the small, everyday habits you've overlooked that hold the key to your decline or your resurgence. Something as simple as what you choose to eat for breakfast can determine whether you continue to fade or rise again with renewed energy and vitality. My name is Dr. James Carter, a urologist with over 25 years of experience, dedicated to helping men reclaim their health, performance, and confidence. I've worked with thousands of men who believe their best days were behind them, only to discover their bodies were still capable of remarkable strength when given the right tools. Today, I'm going to share a surprising secret. A humble canned fruit cocktail, when consumed thoughtfully, can become a powerful ally in restoring blood flow, reigniting intimacy, and rebuilding the confidence that makes life worth living. Stay with me, because in this message, I'll reveal the science behind this approach, a simple daily routine, and the one critical mistake most men make that keeps them from unlocking their hidden strength after 60. Join the conversation. Before we dive deeper, if you're new here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss practical tips designed to help men over 60 restore their strength, energy, and zest for life. I'd also love to connect with you in the comments. If you believe men can reclaim their vitality at any age, type 1 below. If you're unsure or have doubts, type 0 and share the questions you'd like me to address in future videos. Your input helps me tailor advice to your needs. So let's start this journey together. Why erections fade after 60, the hidden truth. Crossing into your 60s brings changes that feel deeply personal. For many men, erections that once came effortlessly begin to falter. Intimacy, once a source of joy and connection, may now require more effort, planning, or even end in frustration. It's easy to chalk this up to just getting older, to believe that time has robbed you of your manhood with no way to fight back. But as a urologist who spent decades studying male sexual health, I can tell you that's not the whole story. The truth is far more complex and far more hopeful. While testosterone levels do decline gradually with age, this alone doesn't explain the loss of erections. The real culprit is blood flow. Over the years, your arteries naturally harden, their delicate linings become damaged, and the production of nitric oxide, a critical molecule that allows blood vessels to relax and fill the penis with blood, drops to a fraction of what it was in your 30s or 40s. This isn't just about weaker erections. It's a signal that your entire circulatory system, the lifeline of your body, is under stress. In fact, erectile difficulties are often the earliest warning sign of cardiovascular disease, like a quiet alarm from your body urging you to take action before the problem grows worse. I've sat with countless men in my clinic who confess they felt less like themselves, embarrassed, or even ashamed because of these changes. To every one of them, and to you, I say this: you are not broken, you are not finished, and you are not alone. What you're experiencing is your body asking for help, not your masculinity slipping away. The encouraging news is that the same changes that weaken erections can be reversed when you nourish your body with intention. The question is, where do you start? The answer might surprise you, as it lies in something as ordinary as a canned fruit cocktail. The surprising power of canned fruit cocktails. When I first told a patient that a canned fruit cocktail could be part of the solution to his struggles, he laughed out loud. "Dr. Carter," he said, "you're pulling my leg. How can something from a con help me as a man?" I smiled because I understand the skepticism. For years, we've been told to steer clear of packaged foods, especially those soaked in sugary syrup, and for good reason. Too much sugar can harm your health. But here's the twist. When chosen carefully, that colorful mix of peaches, pears, grapes, pineapples and cherries in a can is more than just a sweet treat. It's a natural powerhouse packed with antioxidants, flavonoids, and compounds that support the production of nitric oxide, the very molecule that relaxes your arteries and allows blood to flow where it's needed most. For men over 60, eating a small bowl of fruit cocktail in the morning isn't just about breakfast. It's about fueling your circulation, reducing inflammation, and giving your arteries the nutrients they desperately need. I've seen men who felt tired, drained, and defeated slowly regain their energy and rediscover intimacy by making small, intentional changes like this. It's a paradox, isn't it? What most people see as a sugary dessert can be transformed into a tool for vitality if consumed wisely and in moderation. This discovery challenges everything you thought you knew about food and health, opening the door to a new way of caring for your body. Restoring blood flow, the master key to natural erections. When men come to my clinic worried about their erections, they almost always expect me to focus on testosterone. They think the problem begins and ends with hormones. While testosterone plays a role, my 25 years of practice have shown me that blood flow is the true master key. An erection is, at its core, a matter of blood filling the chambers of the penis and staying there long enough for intimacy. If that blood flow is weak, inconsistent, or blocked, the strength of the erection fades. I once treated a man in his late 60s who felt humiliated every time he and his wife tried to be intimate. His body wanted to respond, but he couldn't maintain firmness. He thought it meant he was less of a man. After running simple tests, we found the issue wasn't a lack of desire or even a major hormonal imbalance. It was arteries so stiff and narrow that blood could barely reach where it needed to go. In other words, his penis was the first to signal a broader circulatory problem affecting his entire body. This is why I tell men that erectile dysfunction isn't just a bedroom issue, it's a circulation issue, and sometimes even a heart issue. The encouraging part, circulation can be improved. Foods rich in antioxidants, potassium, and natural nitrates, like those found in canned fruit cocktails, open blood vessels, protect the delicate lining of arteries, and restore the flow of life itself. A small bowl of fruit each morning may seem like a minor step, but it's part of a larger fight to keep your blood moving strongly and freely, supporting not just your physical performance, but your overall health, emotional health, and confidence. The deeper impact. The effects of erectile challenges go far beyond the physical. They strike at the heart of how a man sees himself. Over the years, I've listened to men describe how losing the strength of their erections changed them in ways they never expected. It wasn't just about intimacy with their partner. It was about their sense of identity. A man who once felt strong and capable suddenly feels uncertain. A husband who led with confidence begins to hesitate, and a quiet fear creeps in. The fear that the best parts of life are over. One patient shared that he stopped holding his wife's hand in the evening, not because he didn't love her, but because he feared it might lead to disappointment later. That confession broke my heart, because physical intimacy is only one piece of what makes a relationship thrive. The deeper damage happens in the mind, where doubt and shame steal joy and confidence. Here's the truth I want every man over 60 to hear. You are not defined by a moment of weakness, and you are not less of a man because your body needs support. The act of choosing to care for yourself, to take small, intentional steps toward health, is proof of your strength. When you begin improving blood flow with habits like eating fruit cocktails, something shifts beyond biology. You start to carry yourself differently. You walk taller, look at your partner with a renewed spark, and feel alive again. That sense of wholeness, of being capable, can't be replaced by any pill. It comes from within, and it can be rebuilt. The right way to eat canned fruit cocktails. By now you might be thinking, if canned fruit cocktails are so powerful, why not just open a can and eat the whole thing? That's where wisdom comes in. It's not just about what you eat, but how you eat it. I've seen men sabotage their efforts by overindulging, eating an entire can packed in heavy syrup, only to spike their blood sugar and feel worse afterward. That's not the path to strength. The secret lies in balance, moderation, and making smart choices. When I guide my patients, I recommend choosing canned fruit packed in natural juice rather than thick, sugary syrup. This small detail makes a big difference, delivering the fruit's benefits without overloading your body with refined sugar. Timing matters too. Eating a modest portion, about half a cup in the morning alongside a source of protein like yogurt, cottage cheese, or a handful of nuts, creates harmony in your system. It steadies your blood sugar, fuels your arteries, and sets a strong tone for the rest of the day. One patient told me this simple morning ritual made him feel like he was taking charge again, as if every spoonful was an act of reclaiming control over his health. This isn't about indulgence or restriction. It's about turning an ordinary food into a daily tool for vitality, energy, and confidence. The science behind the promise. I know the idea of a canned fruit cocktail restoring a man's strength might sound almost too good to be true. That's why I always turn to the science. It cuts through doubt and provides the proof we need. Over the past 2 decades, numerous studies, including a landmark Harvard study tracking thousands of men, have shown that those who eat more flavonoid-rich fruits, whether fresh, frozen, or canned, have significantly lower risks of erectile dysfunction, even in their 60s and 70s. The reason lies in chemistry, not magic. Fruits like peaches, pears, and cherries are packed with flavonoids and polyphenols, compounds that protect the lining of your blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and enhance your arteries' ability to relax and expand. Without that relaxation, blood flow stalls, and without blood flow, erections weaken. This same Harvard study found that men who consumed more of these fruits were not only less likely to experience erectile issues, but also healthier overall, with stronger cardiovascular systems. This is why I call erectile health the canary in the coal mine for circulation. It's the earliest warning of trouble, but also the earliest opportunity to act. When you sit down with a small bowl of fruit cocktail each morning, you're not just eating breakfast, you're practicing preventative medicine, feeding your arteries the tools they need to stay open, strong, and resilient. Your hidden strength after 60 miles. Here's the message I want every man over 60 to carry with them. Your strength hasn't disappeared. It hasn't been taken away forever. It's still there, waiting beneath the surface, ready for you to give your body the chance to use it again. Too many men surrender too soon, believing that declining erections, energy, or confidence are permanent. But I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s reclaim their vitality in ways that surprised even them. It doesn't require expensive drugs or complex procedures. Just simple, consistent habits repeated daily. A can of fruit cocktail on your pantry shelf may not look like medicine, but when eaten with intention, it becomes a symbol of possibility. Each spoonful delivers compounds that tell your blood vessels to open, relax, and let life flow again. Every morning you choose to fuel your body this way, you're making a powerful statement. You still care about your strength, your intimacy, and your future. The effects go beyond the physical. When your body responds, when firmness returns, when your partner notices the change in your energy, your confidence lifts in a way no pill can replicate. That's the hidden strength I'm talking about, not just in your muscles or arteries, but in your spirit. The best years of your life aren't behind you, they're ahead if you decide to fight for them. Conclusion. Gentlemen, we've walked this journey together, from understanding why erections fade after 60 to uncovering the surprising power of something as simple as a canned fruit cocktail. We've explored how blood flow, not just hormones, is the true key to performance, and how the smallest choices, like what you eat each morning, can change the course of your health. We've talked about the emotional weight so many men carry in silence, and how restoring strength is about more than the body. It's about reclaiming your spirit. The science is clear. The flavonoids and antioxidants in these fruits open blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and give you back what you thought was lost. My hope is that you take away one simple truth. Your best years don't have to be behind you. They can be ahead if you choose to fight for them. And I've seen too many men give up when all they needed was a little guidance and consistency. So start small. Start with one bowl, one morning, one decision that says you're not finished yet. Your hidden strength is waiting. It's time to let it rise again. Type 1 in the comments if you're ready to take that first step, or 0 if you have questions you'd like me to answer. Let's reclaim your vitality together.